So, hello again, good evening. I would like to welcome Honza Marík from the dance company Nanohach, which is one of the most outstanding Czech dance companies existing many years already.
There are not so many companies.
And I want to ask you if you read the book or if you have seen the film Sunano Ona. Did you have the possibility? No. So it was first time you have seen the piece and you didn't have the background of the book, the inspiration. So maybe Honza can tell us more about these inspirations, about the book, and Lea Švejdová, which is not here but she will come. She did the choreography of the piece and she was the main dancer in the piece. But Honza can start.
Just few things. Lea is coming in a few minutes, so she just did today a very hard job because her 4th month of pregnancy, as you see, so it was a very new experience for today. And I'm producing the company Nanohach, based 8 years ago, and producing the piece as well, except the participation on the stage. So I think it's not really important that you don't know the story, because there is no certain storyline, as you could maybe understood. So there is just strong. I was just strongly inspired by the story and by the book created by Japanese writer Kobo Abe. So it's just about to bring the atmosphere, to bring the limits of the life of the woman who is somehow saved or hidden or protected from the outside life. So this was the topic of the work for Lea, to work with the atmosphere, to bring something maybe new, to improve it, to take it further, maybe connected with the lighting direction, and connected with the sound design. And basically the piece, which is 1 year old, the original version, the aim was to creation for 3 female dancers, and to create it, to put it to the exterior, to outside spaces, which is mostly garden and parks. So this was the premiere step. And after creation was done, we found a way also to adapt it as a solo version, and because to stay in the park, it's just possible from spring to the fall. So we can also perform it in the black box stage as a solo, as you could see today. So there are many ways how to work with this piece, but the original version is 3 dancers, which is of course, those 3 are one in the end. So yeah, so just the imagination maybe. Was it problem that you maybe feel from the title it's something certain, it's some certain story and you don't know the story? Was it? I think so, yeah.
The lighting was excellent. Yeah. I mean, the whole piece was beautiful. I'm just wondering, when you do it outdoors, because it really creates like an intimacy, and you're really into this kind of
doesn't work every time outside, of course. But this is the this is the challenge for us, because it depends. The aim is to bring the dance, contemporary dance, to the wide amount of people. They would never come to the theater for contemporary dance because we cannot understand, and so that's why this was the idea, basic idea, and I lost in what I want to tell. So, because the experience is that there are some gardens in cities which are really like chamber and hidden in the city, but it's still in the city, and there are experience from the park, for example, from Prague, and it doesn't work so well. Because, the noise around in the city is sometimes helpful, sometimes it's a partner, but sometimes not. Yeah. So, it's every time different.
And what about the lighting, Honzo? The lighting is very strong. You mentioned it also.
this was the small version because we need space much deeper, much wider, and so then you can also see from the furthest focus. And in the moment there are 3 dancers. We work with the volunteers, 2 men volunteers who are participating and can have this experience with the lighting and experience with the performing. So every time we come somewhere else to a new city or new destination, so we offer this chance to work with the volunteers. Then there are 3 lamps and 3 guys working with the dancers. And, yeah.
I don't know if you have some questions, because this is the piece which is strange to talk about it. What's in it? Like there are a lot of symbols, like stereotypic lies here already. Hi, oh, there is one question already.
Okay. I'd like to ask you, who do the dramaturgy of this piece, and what are the basic principles of this dramaturgy? Because I can read many different ways in dramaturgy in this piece, and somehow are strangely connected. And it can be interesting for me, but it's not so crystal clear for me.
I think I understand. I think this is the thing I was struggling with, because I asked somebody to do dramaturgy, but it didn't work at the end because of the illness of this woman. So that's why there was nobody actually from outside, and I feel it also myself. When you are dancing inside, you need somebody. So I missed this another level also. Somebody like outside eye to see and to not only feel it from inside, which is very difficult. So maybe this is a bit of answer.
Some other questions? How was it for you today, Lela, when you were not alone at the stage from the very beginning of the piece?
Yeah, it's more heavy because somehow the center of gravity is moving, so it's difficult to move for twice centers somehow. So it's different. And you cannot go really sometimes. I mean, you want, but somehow the body stops you.
But anyway, it was perfect. Great. But maybe you can tell us more about the choreographical material, because we started to talk about this stereotypical symbols of movement which are in it. What are you working with these stuff? Inspirations.
It was like it was inspired from that book which I read, and maybe somebody who know also, which has like lot of meanings, and so I was trying to not to make the story of it, but take the images from the book and get inspired by it and to put it in movements.
What are those images? Because almost nobody read it, so maybe you can tell about it more.
Complicated. But, it's like because it's actually the story is about or the book is about man somehow, which is going to meet that woman, which is in the book, but is her. Sorry, I'm a bit. Somehow my brain stopped 5 minutes ago. So sorry. And the man is very main character, which is described a lot. We know almost everything about the man, but I wanted to take it about a woman which is somehow like the shadow of the story. And actually he goes to see her in this sand land, in the hole, in the dig, where she's living for, we don't know how long, but she's living there for long, and her only job is to dig a lot, because otherwise the sand falls on her. So this kind of stereotype, this kind of struggling with it, but that she's
But she's accepting it, isn't it? She's accepting this.
Yeah, she's accepting. It's her life. She doesn't know better. She doesn't want to know better, actually. So she's there. She's living, and the only hope is the man. She doesn't care who is he or what is he, but she don't want to be there, of course, alone. So it's this process she's living in.
And it's also about freedom somehow.
Also. That you can find the freedom if you have a sense of the life somewhere. You can find freedom anywhere somehow. That's the meaning of it.
How it differs when you are three and when it's just you alone.
It's very different.
No support.
No support. He's not really support. So, the energy flows, and I work with two girls, which really gives me a lot of energy, and I hope we work.
It's more
together.
intimate, no? Like this, it's more intimate.
Yeah. It's more.
This is what I feel.
And dramaturgically, why three women and not only one?
It's like a mirroring of one woman somehow, like different sides of it's actually one woman, but three sides.
So Honza, you in the park you have 3 men and 3 women?
When there are three men also.
And in the parks you have no lights?
Parks?
In the gardens or in the park outside?
You mean the city lighting? Or no?
You are performing in the outside?
Yes, we have the same lighting as here. It's bigger, it's more this flow lights. It's like 25 flow lights. It's a big circle, almost circle. It was the just part of it. And then we have these 3 lamps like this, because 3 men. And the bulb in the back is bigger. It's 1000 volt. This was a very small one. It's the biggest you can see. Yeah. So the standard is also like 4 meters. Yeah. So dimension is like it is.
So it has to be at night?
Yes. But for example, park in Prague 5 or Heimka maybe. This is the city park. Then there is a city lighting, and we're like noisy trams going around, men walking with the dogs, and thieves and homeless. So it was really like different atmosphere that we wanted to reach. So but somehow it wasn't so catastrophic as we expect. Yeah. So it's like 3 and 3. Yeah. Did I answer your question?
That brings me to another question. When you thought of this, created this, you worked directly with a lighting designer to say, okay, I want these 3 men because we need to have this hope?
Yeah.
So it's Honza, right?
Honza Komarek, yes. I mean, this was maybe there was a question about dramaturgy. So Honza Komarek is a lighting designer, but also musician, and also not musician of this piece, but also director of the dance work and theater work. So he was like
he was the
big help, outside eye for in the end, mostly in the lighting direction, as you can see, and these ideas how to bring this original light design to the stage. So, but yes, still this dramaturgy person, we miss it in the end.
Are there some other feelings which you would like to share with us when you observe the piece?
When you were thinking, sorry. I asked questions already.
No, just today was the day of like seeing like 3 performances was kind of ritual day. Like a lot of young artists like Christina and the others like talked about ritual a little bit and healing, and I felt very strongly with your work too. Like I felt like, what is theater for you guys? Like, you know, it's just interesting because like a lot of young people are just like dealing with ritual today in performance as well. And I don't know if you had it in mind or something, but it occurred me too that is somehow longing for young artists to be a part in this kind of, you know, I mean, in which time are you living? Like, where do you live and how is ritual and theater connect for you personally and in your work?
I think base for this work was really the book where I think where the ritual is part of it. It's very important somehow because the way the person is living. So she's doing ritual all the day somehow, and so I was also it was part of this work. But actually I didn't really think about my way so much. I mean, my way of presenting, yes, but not really putting my thinking of ritual to it somehow.
And there.
I mean the question. What is theater? It's so simple and so hard to answer. So I don't want to go in somewhere.
This is the big thing. I'm just saying your work because it occurred to me that your work and also very like to me it's really ritualistic. It's just what I felt. She asked me what I felt about the work, and seeing like 3 pieces, a lot of young artists, and Maxio did this, you know, huge piece about ritual, and there's a lot of people like dealing with ritual, and for me personally, it's interesting like how you in your artistic work, because you're still young, and you know what I mean. It's like how does it involved in your work, not in the others' work, but in your work. But she answered the question.
I mean, to bring how to say, to bring things on the stage that the things happen somehow, and we are not able to describe it what happened, but to bring this process that we something we something switch on the stage from the beginning and trying to accumulate something, to create something that has a sense. This is kind of ritual, and as I'm not a choreographer, only a dancer, but as I see from outside the work of Lea or the other Czech dancer choreographer from the company, they work like in a ritual way somehow. Yeah. So yeah, but we don't think in the way like we do ritual. It somehow happen by itself, or if it's this answer also.
And I mean, it's not in other works of Nanohach. It's not so evident this type of energy which is in it. It's every piece differs a lot from another one, and I mean really that in this piece it's from this team and from the book and from the energy of the book, I guess.
Yeah, I just felt that she answered the right answer. That it was related to the book.
Was it that circular art movement that you developed to a really beautiful solo, by the way? Was it actually connected to the sand digging that you guys were talking about? Because it was looking so peaceful. And then when you mentioned, I was like, she must have been suffering to do this like sand digging all the time and it was...
Yeah, you found it.
Yeah. It was gorgeous.
All 3 of us, through the improvisation, through the finding, for example, sentences from the book on the inspiration, and we did improvisations. And then I look, they look, so we were trying to find the movement material. And because this is the base of the movement, it's alive somehow, so I really needed the importance to be in it somehow, but in a way, not.
Yeah, but it's true that it brings those images that the sand is floating all over and that you are.
And then it's
catching
from that it was because the movement of sand is important in the book also. The wind and the movement, different kind of movement which you like, which is nice, but also the fallings, which is very dangerous. So how to swim, but how to also be fallen from the and to dig again. Actually, this kind of like that you go down, but you want to really dig back. So something like never ending exactly. Yeah.
Well, that brings me to my question. Do you end it the same way with 3 people and three men? The ending tonight is the same with 3 and 3?
Yeah.
I mean, it's somehow the same.
Yeah.
So mine, which leads me to my next question. You say the man represented hope for you.
No.
You didn't? Who said?
No.
Yeah, she did say something like
It's a different.
Survival.
Yeah.
Which leads me to my last question. When you finish and the light goes out, is your hope gone?
I think it's more about continuation. Like it doesn't. We switch it off, but the next day starts again.
Just night.
It's just
night.
Just
The sand keeps falling. No,
It's just circulation.
how you chose to end it was very strong, but it left me with a feeling that okay, everything has stopped.
Yeah, calm down.
And then what?
Well, I mean, if there are no other questions. No, there are not. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot to you,
Thank you.
You were great. Thanks to you, Hansa, and thanks to you.
Thank you.